Hello everyone, you're very welcome to our virtual tour of Colaiste Chiarain. My name is Mark Neville and I'm the Principal.
Hello everybody, my name is Louise Doran and I'm the Deputy Principal, and I'm so excited to deliver our Céad Míle Fáilte to you, our incoming first years, for this September.
We hope that this virtual tour gives you a flavour of what life will be like for you as students in Colaiste Chiarain. We are really excited to be able to welcome you here in August to our wonderful welcoming school.
We all know how hard and how difficult it can be to walk up to a new place where you've never been before, and we're hoping that this tour is going to help make it all that little bit more familiar, so that you're as excited as we are when you come into us on those first few days.
Without further ado, we hope you enjoy our virtual tour.
Welcome to our virtual tour of Colaiste Chiarain. We're here at the main entrance to the school. This is the main corridor along by our assembly hall. Sarah is now going to tell us a little bit about her first day at Colaiste Chiarain.
Dear incoming first years, hello, my name is Sarah. Going into secondary school sounds terrifying, as you are used to being the oldest in the school and now you'll be the youngest, but trust me, it's a lot easier than it seems. On your first day, you will be the only students in the school, so you can get a chance to go look around, get your locker sorted, meet your year head and principal, and just become more comfortable with the school. Going into secondary school, I was very worried that I would get lost, but this has not happened since I've started. You just follow where everyone else is going and look at the map of your school. First day, many important things will happen. You'll be given your base class, you'll meet many of your teachers, you'll get a locker, and you'll meet new people.
Thanks, Sarah, for giving us a little insight into her first day at Colaiste Chiarain. Now we're moving down this main corridor towards the staff entrance, and we'll just take a little look down the corridor to our right. This is where the second year social area is. As you can see here in the second year social area, the lockers are on the walls here. We're not able to use the lockers at the moment because of COVID. So what we've done is we've made each class an hour long, and we've reduced the number of classes per day. So instead of 9 classes each day, we now have 6. We've also lengthened the lunch break. So students have an hour for lunch, and during that time, they can go home and change their books. As we make our way back down the main corridor, we're now going to head up the back corridor where some of the practical rooms are located. Along this corridor, we have the engineering room, the woodwork room, the staff room, the technical graphics room, and the home economics room. Sive is now going to tell us a little bit about her experience at Colaiste Chiarain.
Dear first years, hi, I'm Sive. I'm going to tell you all about finding your way around the school, the class groups, making new friends, and what sports I got involved in over the year. Let's start with finding your way around the school. On your first day, you will be given a map of the school to help you find your way around, which is quite helpful. However, it's only helpful if you know where you are in the first place. So this is what really helped me with remembering where I was in the school. I'd pick a few spots around the school, and whenever I got lost, I would go to one of the spots and then use my map to find my way from there. This also really helped me to get familiar with the school. But if you are ever really lost, just ask anyone and they will happily help you. Next, let's talk about class groups. On your first day, you will be divided up into groups of around 25 or so. This is your class, the people you will have most of your classes with. I found that I quickly became friends with all of my classmates, but remember, just because you're not in the same class as your friends from primary school, you'll still get to see them at lunch in the morning, and you might even have some classes with them. But believe me, you're going to make so many new friends, so don't worry about it. Just don't be scared to talk to new people and you'll be fine. Lastly, let's talk about sports. There are so many extracurricular activities to get involved in, and I'd recommend you get involved in as many as possible. They are a great way to improve your skills and make new friends. I got involved in camogie and basketball and loved doing both of them. That's all for now, but if I could say one thing that I think is majorly important, is don't worry, you'll be fine. Secondary school is not that scary, so don't stress about it. Okay, bye for now, from Sive.
Thanks for those tips, Sive, and if any of you do get lost, just try and remember some of the tips there that Sive has given you. Next we're going to hear from Finn, and Finn is going to tell us a little bit about the sports that he's been involved in at Colaiste Chiarain.
Aside from all the work, there are sports they can play as well, like soccer, Gaelic football and basketball. I would strongly recommend doing one of these extracurricular activities. I myself played soccer and Gaelic and they are very enjoyable. The coaches are good and you get to play with new people and make friends this way too. The bus trips are fun as well. If you don't like sports, there are other things you can try out, such as chess club, quiz club and music club.
To find out more about the sports and other extracurricular activities that are going on at Colaiste Chiarain, check out our notice boards along the main corridor. Now Fionn is going to talk to us a little bit about the subjects that you'll study coming into Colaiste Chiarain as new first years.
Dear incoming first years, my name is Fionn and I'm going into second year. I will be telling you all about the new subjects that you will be doing. You will be doing 14 subjects, but you will only have tests in 9 of them. There are certain subjects that everyone must do, and these subjects are maths, English, Irish, history, geography, science and religion. You will also do 2 other subjects and a language. I like the option subjects because it gives you an opportunity to study an area that you're interested in. My favourite option subject is business. I enjoy it because it is an area that wasn't covered in primary school and everything is new and interesting. As well as optional subjects, you will be choosing a language, either French or German. I chose French because I'm interested in the French culture. Learning a language is hard at first, but after a while you get used to it and it becomes fun. In primary school you only had 1 teacher, but in secondary school you will have many. I prefer this because now you gain so much more independence. I love the variety of subjects and it gives a chance to study things in much more detail and depth than in primary school. It can be a bit challenging at first dealing with so many new subjects, but if you revise what you did in class every week, then it makes it so much easier. I'm sure you'll have a great time in Colaiste Chiarain and make lots of new friends. Fionn.
We've now arrived back at the main door from where we originally started out. Now we're going to hear a few words from our chaplain, Miss Gallagher, and also from some of our Gluish students.
Hello first years, my name is Miss Gallagher and I'm the school chaplain here. In primary school you may have had the local priest coming to visit, but I'm here full time and my role is to support you, to help you settle in and to walk the journey with you here in Colaiste Chiarain. You'll find me a lot of the time on the corridors, out at break with you, where no question is too silly. And I really look forward to meeting you all in September.
Hi everyone, we're here in the Memorial Garden today. I'm Sean.
Hi, I'm Ava.
We are Gluish. We are a group of 10 students who will help you make the transition from 6th class to 1st year. During the year we'll be doing some fun activities such as
football, games, quizzes and more.
We'll be the first students that you meet when you come through the door.
We want you to know that all senior cycle students in Colaiste Chiarain are here to help and support you throughout the year. You'll know us by our badges if you need anything or have any questions. We can't wait to meet you all.
And we'll see you in September.
So hello again, and we thought we would take this opportunity on our virtual tour to introduce you to some of the tools that we have ready for you to help you organise and settle in with us here in Colaiste Chiarain. But the first thing we'd like to do is we'd like to show you where your social area is going to be. You heard Maddie talk about the social areas earlier on in our video, and your area is going to be up here with the lovely bright green Gaeilge mural on the wall, and it's a lovely space for you to congregate and be with your friends at break time and in the mornings. And now I'd like to show you some of those tools that we have ready for you. When you come into us, we're going to have this lovely workbook to help you settle in, to organise yourselves over the first few weeks and days. It will be mostly done in your health ed class, maybe sometimes also in your SPHE or your IT classes. It's full of fun activities that you can do with your new friends, your new classmates and your teachers, and it'll help you talk about how to get organised, to get on the right track, to find your way around, to looking after yourselves and your school environment. And it's full of very colourful, fun activities for you to do. The second thing that you'll get is a lovely folder. And on the front of your folder, we will have your name on it, so you know we know who you are and we're eagerly waiting for you to join us in Colaiste Chiarain. And in that folder, we will have your timetable, and it will be printed out in colour for you like this. And on the back of the folder, we will have the very important map that the first year students talked about that they found so helpful in their first settling in period with us. And the reason we've chosen to give it to you like this is we think it'll be easy for you just to take it in and out of your bags, and you can have a look at your timetable straight away or your map, depending on which one you need. In the centre of this folder, we also have a few empty sleeves because you know sometimes you get lots and lots of different worksheets or handouts on your first week, and it'll be somewhere for you to put them and organise them, and you can sort of go home and have a chat with mum and dad about what it was you did in school today. I should have mentioned that our first workbook, this one here, we hope to have one for your parents also, so that they can help you and have a chat about what's going on for you in school, and it'll be familiar to everybody. And finally, and perhaps the one that you become most used to, is going to be your organisational planner, your school journal. And this is going to be a really, really important tool for you to help you really get settled in and organised, not just in your first few weeks, but throughout your time with us here in Colaiste Chiarain. Now, the good thing is, I know all of you use this journal in your primary schools at the moment, and you're well used to writing down your homework and getting mum and dad to have a look at it at the end of the week and have a chat about what's coming up. And I mean, that's what we're going to encourage you to do here as well also. And in our journal, again, there's another space for you to write in your timetable, because the more places you have it, the better, can't get lost. We also have at the front of the journal lots of different helpful advice pages. The new junior cycle, the new vocabulary. We also have maybe a record of your classroom-based assessments, lots of good advice on health and study and diets and reflection, and also some of our rules, regulations that you might want to check up on every so often. So it's a one-stop shop for you to have a look. But I suppose its most important function is it's a space and a place for you to write down your assignments, to write down your homework, to keep track of when things have to be done. And we're encouraging you to write down everything, your reading, your writing, your study, and that will help you progress in Colaiste Chiarain and settle in really more than anything else will. But we'll talk to you more about that when you're here with us in person. Okay?
Now that we've finished the tour of the school, we're just going to have a quick look back at some of the areas that we passed along the way. We see here the assembly hall and the microwave ovens. At the moment, we're not able to use all of these because of COVID, but hopefully we'll get back to using them in the near future. This is the main office here, so if you're stuck and you need anything, just pop in and we'll sort you out. We're now looking at the library here. The library is a great facility to use, and sometimes class groups will come down here to do group work. This is where we also store our Chromebooks, and also we give presentations to quite large groups in the library. These are our extracurricular activity notice boards. I mentioned them earlier on. If you want to find out what's happening with regard to sports or debating or anything else in the school, just pop along here and you'll see them along the main corridor. Some of our past pupils had great success in their sporting careers after they left Colaiste Chiarain. As you can see here, we had many who represented their country or also their county in the different sports. As you can see here now, this is our music room. We have some great instruments here in the room. We've the drums, we have keyboards, we have guitars, we have ukuleles. The transition year students write their own musical every year. We're looking at the engineering room now. This is one of our woodwork rooms. This is our technical graphics room. Here we have our home economics kitchen. We're now looking at our art room, and you can see some of the students' beautiful work on the walls and in the room here. This is one of our general classrooms. This is the history room, and as you can see, all of the fantastic work on the wall and on the ceilings. This is another one of our general classrooms, and this room is the German language room. Again, you can see some of the fantastic work on the walls. This here is one of our science labs. We have 4 science labs here in Colaiste Chiarain. Here in Colaiste Chiarain, we're very proud of our participation in the STEM programme, and we're supported in this programme by Intel Ireland, who regularly invite our students up to their plant in Leixlip to talks that they're giving, and the students really enjoy it. Maynooth College is also very supportive of us with the STEM project. The room we're looking at now is our demonstration room. It has tiered seating in it and it's used for talks for small groups of students. This here is one of our 2 computer rooms. This is room 19. We also have a main computer room, which is room 30. We're looking at it now. This is room 30. These are our Chromebook trolleys. We have 2 of these and they're stored in the library. Normally a class group will use a trolley for work in their classroom. We're moving over now to our sports hall. We have bicycle racks which are located at the back of the school, so students who cycle can leave their bikes here. This is the main hall now in the sports hall. It's lined out with basketball courts, badminton courts and an indoor soccer court. This is the upstairs of the gym where we have gym equipment. The senior students would use this during PE class time. This is room 40. This room was designed for students who have autism. The classroom has a lovely kitchen. It has separate lockers for each of the students. This is our memorial garden. It's dedicated to staff and students who have gone before us. That brings us to the end of our virtual tour. I hope that you've enjoyed the tour and I hope that it'll give you some insight into what to expect when you come into Colaiste Chiarain in August. On behalf of the staff, the students and the Board of Management at Colaiste Chiarain, I'd like to wish you all a very safe and happy summer and we look forward to meeting you in August.